see your face. For he that prays and prays. I know the Lord. And the better do the God. He will roll the sea away. Then forward still this forward will though the billows dash and sway. With a concrete tread we will push ahead and roll the sea away. Look here now, man. Sickness come, he will roll away. He come, sickness he roll the sea away. He roll the sickness roll the sea away. He roll the sea away. He roll all the sickness away. He roll all of the bill they repair. He roll the sea away. 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 Roll the sea away. Roll the sea away. Then forward still this forward will blow the billows dash and spray. With a concrete track we will push ahead and roll the sea. One more time. Then forward still this forward will blow the billows dash and spray. With a concrete track we will push ahead and roll. One more time. Lord, he roll the sea away. He roll the sea away. Roll the sea away. Problem come, he roll it up. Sickness come, he roll it up. All the come, he roll it up. All the problem come, he roll. Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus, somebody else say, Jordan roll, Jordan roll. Oh yeah, Jordan roll, and do thy work thyself. Me say roll, Jordan roll, Jordan roll. To heaven when I die, we go hear old Jordan roll. Take it up. He roll the sea away. He roll the sea away. He roll the sea away. All of the problem roll up. All of the sickness roll up. All of the bill them roll up. Everything problem. Yeah. He rolled. Hallelujah. Glory. Thank you, Jesus. Whatever you face this week, forward still. Whatever mountains come in your way, forward still. Yeah. Whatever, even if you buck your toe, forward still. Disappointment come, forward still. Woo. And if another pastor fall, forward still. After the pastor we are follow. We obey with pastor, but we are follow Jesus. Forward still. Woo. Young people, walk holy, make the right decisions, walk right, walk holy, Ramandosia, Rakandarabasiandarabasha, walk holy, forward still, it's Jehovah's will, though the billows dash and sway. With a concrete
Heat life, he life, he life.
Yes, comrades!
Youth and youth!
Undecided voters! PNP coming again! So tell your neighbor, tell your friend! Green man I ride with like mule, and I take the nation for fall! But we have a new name for him!
What him name?
Him name Eli!
Bangarang!
Oh, we tired of the labor pay. The driver across the bus and the country going down the drain. Yes, we tired of the labor pay. Poverty of us we shut and we going insane.
Why?
Eli! At the union for the bus driver.
Eli!
That's how you hear from every corner.
Eli!
Him name a ring throughout Jamaica.
Eli!
On a Monday, on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday, on a Thursday, on a Friday, on a Saturday, 2 times on a Sunday. Eli. Hear this. Eli tell we say him a go build up the country, put money in our pocket and end poverty. Promise the farmer them a go drive SUV. No him crash the bus, him a blame PNP, but Eli is a rookie driver. Him cannot run Jamaica. Him fi go sit down back in the harbour. Him too lion out of order. Oh, we tired of the labor pay. The driver across the bus and the country going down the drain. Yes, we tired of the labor pay. Poverty of us we shut and we going insane. At the union for the bus driver. That's how you hear from every corner. Him name a ring throughout Jamaica. Eli make big promise to teach and nurse and police. Promise to give them big salary increase. Promise jobs, more jobs and good economy. But no him crash the bus, him a blame PNP. But Eli is a rookie driver. Him cannot run Jamaica. Him fi go sit down back in the harbour. Him too lion out of order. Wanna remember this? Eli from a party new on the scene. Swear say him done with the garrison and the green.
I'll never go back to that.
Him tell the country now him greener than green with no credibility. Eli at the union for the bus driver. That's how you hear from every corner. Him name a ring throughout Jamaica. Eli is a rookie driver. Him cannot run Jamaica. Him go sit down back in the harbour. Him too lion out of order. On a Monday, on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday, on a Thursday, on a Friday, on a Saturday, 2 times on a Sunday, 1 o'clock.
For I want to go to heaven when I die. We go here when Jordan rolls. Get something on with it. 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 Rock on with it. Rock on with it. Rock on with it. Rock on with it. Come on, wave your hand. Wave your hand. Wave your hand if you love the Lord. Wave your hand. Wave your, yes, wave your hand if you love the Lord. And me say roll, Jordan roll, roll. Praise him like you just don't care. Just praise the God because you know what he has done for you. Just give him praise. Rock and praise him. Dance and praise him. Wave your hand and praise him. For I want to go to heaven when I die. We go here when Jordan. My God, David David was one of the greatest musicians. And I hear these musicians playing. Give God glory, musician. Tell them, play a little David. Play a little David. Play me David. Play a little David. Yes, play me David. Play a little David. Yes, play me David. Play a little David. Me say roll, Jordan. Me say roll, Jordan, roll. My God, Church of God this evening. God is good. Yes, God is good. God, for I want to go to heaven when I die. We go here when Jordan. Oh no, me have to do that when you roll. Me want hear when you roll. Me have to do that when you roll. Me want hear when you roll. Me have to do that when you roll. Me want hear when you roll. Me have to do that when you roll. Me want hear when you roll. Me have to walk right in there. Me ever walk right in there. Me ever walk right in there. Me ever walk right in there. A river Jordan a roll. 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 Roll river Jordan. Roll river Jordan. Roll river Jordan. Roll river Jordan. Roll bank to bank. Roll bank to bank. Roll bank to bank. Roll bank to bank. Let the deaf man hear, and the dumb man talk, and the blind eye see, and the crippled man walk. Roll back to bank, roll back to bank, roll back to bank, roll back to bank. A river Jordan a roll, a river Jordan a roll, a river Jordan a roll. A river Jordan. I feel like praising him. I feel it when you roll. Me want hear when you roll. Me have to do that when you roll. Me want hear when you roll. Me have to do that when you roll. Me want hear when you roll. Me have to do that when you roll. Me want rock and praise him, boy. Me have to do that when you roll. Me want hear when you roll. Boy, river Jordan a roll. People make you roll, make you roll. Boy, your blessing make you roll. Yes, our blessing make you roll. Boy, are your blessing make you roll. Yes, are your blessing make you roll. For I want to go to heaven when I die. We go here when Jordan rolls. Somebody shout a praise to God.
All right.
Good evening, good evening. Good evening, Jamaica. Good evening, TikTok. Good evening, YouTube. It's certainly a pleasure to have you all here tonight. I come to talk to my students. Today is Ash Wednesday. Today is Ash Wednesday. I know a lot of people are saying, teacher not going home, teacher going home, man. In the middle of the night when nobody, yeah man, teacher going home. Teacher is going home. So don't worry about teacher going home. But I'm here, Jamaica, because there's so many things to discuss, and it is my duty to discuss them. I know people are saying, boy, teacher couldn't take the night off. I don't know if I could take the night off. People messaging me, asking me, teacher, if me listen to Mark Stewart today, and I said, no, I didn't hear Mark Stewart today. And they were saying, yes, teacher, should I hear Mark Stewart? Never get a chance to hear him, Jamaica. Never get a chance to hear him. But students, I want to give you some information. The Prime Minister kept his media party last night. You hear what I said? The Prime Minister kept his media party last night. And oh, yeah. Jamaica, remember when Mark Golding says the entire media or the media houses have been bought out by this government. When you talk about media, when you talk about entertainers, now Dennis Chung that, see the Jamaica, connect it that then. Now Dennis Chung that with Delroy Chuck and the Attorney General. Jamaica. Now Dennis Chung that. Producer, show the rest.
Help, we key out of the
We
labyrinth.
need your divine intervention.
Show the rest. Look there. That is the entire media fraternity in Jamaica, you know. And when we talk and when we show the realities that exist, people say, wow, teacher, are this really a go on? Show them the rest of the picture, them producer. When I said to you, that see Dennis Strongly, see two entertainer there, you know, and the Prime Minister. You know, say Marlon Morgan and his wife, say Marlon and his wife there. Hey, and Marlon, So the whole of them roll out. There is more pictures, producer. I don't know if you. Yes. The plantation of the fourth estate was in their full number. When you look, Agent Sasko, Wayne Marshall, all of them, all dry head Adassa the last night. All dry head Adassa the last night, Jamaica. And Babsy, I do the dance with Dottie Berry, Marcia Griffiths, all of them. I said to myself, say, I said to myself, say, no, Jamaica. Yes, and when me see it, me said to myself, this, Jamaica. Well, the wife compliment him, you know, the wife make him look like somebody. Me not body shame nobody, as me say. But this is the reality when you say the entire, when Marky G, and you know why I make this comparison, Jamaica? I remember when Mark was having his media party, half of the syndicates that I saw at the Prime Minister's party were never at Mark Golding's media party. I'm going to say it again. Half of the syndicates that were at Mark Golding's party were not the syndicate. 3/4 of them never show up at Mark Golding something, but them show up at Andrew something. Them show up at Andrew something now. When I see it, I say, you know, say. When in talk, there's a lot more picture Jamaica. Just go pan Sleek. When you go pan Sleek, the amount I'm going to show me see if I can find them in Jamaica. See, just imagine. Look there. Look there. See there, Jamaica. Producer, put up my screen somewhere. Let me show them. See there. Now, Babsy and Niger boy that. Yes. People is from TVJ. Yes. Look there. Mm-hmm. The whole of TVJ this in Jamaica. Look there. Mm-mm. Look pan the speaker and the firefighter then. Mm-hmm. See TVG and Gleaner people them there, you know. Yes, Jamaica. Watch there again. When you see what me talk about? The entire look there. Look there. Me I tell you say the entire syndicate, see Sasko there. See Sasko and him wife there. Mm-hmm. The entire syndicate. See dry that's there. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, Jamaica, them go to them full numbers. Look there. Me not telling a lie. Me I'm surprised that she there, you know. Look who there, Jamaica. Look who there. Look. Look. Simone. I never expect to see Simone. See there, the whole media fraternity. The girl with the pan TVJ. See Wayne Marshall there. When me tell you so them come out in a them hundreds. Look here. See that one here. Boy, she shape bad. Mighty God. So when I tell you, look here. I'll look there. Naomi and Camilla's kitchen. Yeah. So when me telling you say the whole syndicate, him know where I talk about. That is why me say Jamaica. That is why I make the argument. Look there. I think him there with the Observer, you know. Arthur. Him and one of the editor, them are the Observer. See the Jamaica. So me showing you this tonight for me gonna see and all the kind of dinosaurs that the opposition is going back against. The government has at its leisure and its pleasure. The government have at its leisure and pleasure. And people are asking me, why am I showing this? I'm showing this to show you how the opposition is going up an entire system. How the opposition is going up against an entire system. An entire syndicate of people who, in truth, I am sure Mr. Golding invited all of these persons to his media party. And I was there and I never see half of these media practitioners. When I get where I'm coming from, so it is not a case that I'm giving them attention, but I'm highlighting, I am substantiating the argument that Golding made that an entire media fraternity, where is Nationwide? They were there. Many of them weren't there from Nationwide. You don't have to ask where Bradley Avenue was. Majority of Bradley Avenue was there. So when people are saying, boy, teacher, I am saying to you, Jamaica, the syndicate is there. And therefore, Golding and the opposition needs to do what they can to equally form syndicates to counter what is. So you remember the story of David and the Goliath? You remember the story of David and the Goliath, Jamaica? Nobody's talking about this, but yes. So when you see the stories and the headlines come a particular way, majority of these people have in their pockets allies within the media, the fourth estate, that is carrying the agenda, for their particular interest. I'm not sounding away. How am I sounding? Remember, I'm in a big house, so if you hear me echoing, just pardon me, Jamaica. But this is the reality that is faced and plagued. So, me, I carry it to full no attention. Jamaica, look how much food tent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus one big bar. So the Prime Minister had about 10 caterers. One of them caterer about $1 million. So the Prime Minister spent almost $15 million to do this event for his media fraternity. You hear what I said? Probably never have to pay any money because you know how favor run in this country. You hear what I said? Probably never even pay nothing because you know how favor and yes. So when you see these things, you say to yourself, are this a go on? Yes, Jamaica, this a go on. But equally like I'm sharing this, Jamaica, I have to share a sad reality in the country of people who make Jamaica look bad. And tonight we're not talking about people who make Jamaica look bad. Listen to the story about these scammers. Just listen to the story about these scammers and look upon the disgrace we've always come to the Jamaica brand.
The Taylor Swift Eras Tour was one of the highest grossing tours of all time, generating a record $2 billion held over 21 months. The demand for tickets was high, and with scammers attempting to cash in, Jamaicans were at the center. This week, 20-year-old Tyrone Rose and 31-year-old Shamara Simmons were charged with second-degree grand larceny, first-degree and fourth-degree computer tampering, and fourth-degree conspiracy. They are accused of stealing nearly 1,000 tickets for concerts and other high-profile events. U.S. prosecutors allege Rose was among Jamaicans employed to Sutherland Global in Jamaica, who redirected purchase tickets to the emails of Simmons and another accomplice based in Queens, New York. This happened between June 2022 and July 2023. It's further understood that the co-conspirators then downloaded the tickets and resold them on StubHub at inflated prices, raking in more than $600,000. According to U.S. media reports, Rose was apprehended while he was visiting New York and was ordered to surrender his passport. He and Simmons pleaded not guilty when they appeared in court earlier this week. Their next court date is Friday. They each face a maximum sentence of 3 to 15 years in prison if convicted on the top count. StubHub told USA Today on Tuesday that the company identified all orders impacted by the scheme and either replaced or fully refunded the orders. The company noted that it also terminated its relationship with Sutherland Global Services. USA Today further quotes StubHub's legal chief, who stated that upon discovering this criminal scheme, it was immediately reported to the third-party customer service vendor Sutherland Global Services, as well as the Queens District Attorney's Office and Jamaica Law Enforcement. He is further quoted as saying that the individuals who are involved, employees of Sutherland Global Services, exploited a system vulnerability to fraudulently resell tickets. They were swiftly identified and terminated. Kerry and Simpson, TVJ News.
What can
go so
What a shame and disgrace, Jamaica. What a shame and disgrace. But these behaviors are learned, you know. These behaviors are learned behaviors in this country. That majority of people see behaviors like these and decide that if certain people can get away with fraud in this country, I can equally do it. Is who them learn it from, Jamaica? Is who them learn this kind of fraudulent behavior from? Anybody can type in the comment and tell me. Is who them learn it from? Who them learn it from, Jamaica? What you said, producer? Producers, who them learn it from? You sure is him? Hey, I think the person named Eli is not that man. It's Eli, it's not that one producer. Eli. Yes, Jamaica. But it's a shame and disgrace because Sutherland Global has that contract for years with StubHub that they were selling tickets. Years ago, when I was at the University of the West Indies and I was to do work at Sutherland and study, I remember that this was the account that I was to go on. Sutherland Global, StubHub, where them sell the tickets and so. And for Sutherland to lose that account, you know, is a heavy blow to Sutherland, you know. Is a heavy blow, Jamaica, to Sutherland. It also gives a bad negative connotation to brand Jamaica. Because what is going to happen is that many of these accounts now Sutherland and equally other call centers in Jamaica. And remember, mind you, these call centers not doing the right thing too. They're not paying the workers and compensating the workers adequately. So it also opens a room for Bandulism and for fraud owner. Somebody said, but Brand Jamaica done long time. Well, a little piece of Brand Jamaica still leave. Jamaica still have a little bit of Brand Jamaica. But you don't hear about the Bandula police, them Jamaica. I think whilst we are talking about the Bandula fraud, let us hear about the Bandula police. Listen to this Bandula police argument. Listen to it.
Blue denims, a Jamaica logo stitch bag, a tactical belt, and even a firearm. This man could easily pass for a police officer. But he's not a police officer. The man was among two males arrested in Barbican St. Andrew on Monday. They were arrested by the real police officers after they were spotted in a motor vehicle with blue flashing lights. At the time of their arrest, they claimed they were policemen attached to the Spanish Town police station. Subsequent checks proved that was not the case. They are to be charged for impersonating police officers and possession of a prohibited weapon. The weapon, the police say, is an imitation gun. But this entire situation gets even more frightening, because fast forward to Wednesday morning in nearby Clarendon, on the outskirts of Mineral Heights near Maypen, another man was arrested for impersonating a police officer. He was wearing a tactical vest as well as a navy blue cap similar to the one police officers wear. A red Toyota motor car was also seized by the real police officers during the operation. This scary case of deja vu means 3 men have been arrested in the last 2 days for impersonating a police officer. Our news team contacted the leadership of the JCA for a comment on the cases. And they explained that while the situation does not yet establish a trend, it is something they are monitoring.
No. 3 men in 2 days. No. I don't think. Producer, play this story again for me. Play that story again for me now.
blue denims, a Jamaica logo stitch bag, a tactical belt, and even a firearm. This man could easily pass for a police officer. But he's not a police officer. The man was among two males arrested in Barbican St. Andrew on Monday. They were arrested by the real police officers after they were spotted in a motor vehicle with blue flashing lights. At the time of their arrest, they claimed they were policemen attached to the Spanish Town police station. Subsequent checks proved that was not the case. They are to be charged for impersonating police officers and possession of a prohibited weapon. The weapon, the police say, is an imitation gun. But this entire situation gets even more frightening, because fast forward to Wednesday morning in nearby Clarendon, on the outskirts of Mineral Heights near Maypen, another man was arrested for impersonating a police officer. He was wearing a tactical vest as well as a navy blue cap similar to the one police officers wear. A red Toyota motor car was also seized by the real police officers during the operation. This scary case of deja vu means 3 men have been arrested in the last 2 days for impersonating a police officer. Our news team contacted the leadership of the JCA for a comment on the cases. And they explained that while the situation does not yet establish a trend, it is something they are monitoring.
What can go so?
So according to the JCF, it is not yet a trend, but they are monitoring. Jamaica, this denim that the police are wearing is an easy denim. You remember one time, Jamaica, when the police used to wear the police uniform and the stripe at the side, and it was not easily accessible? Well, this uniform is very easily accessible. You heard where they said they found the men? In the Barbican area. Where was Polly Boy accosted and disarmed and dealt with? Now, in the Barbican Birdsucker area. And the men were identified where? And they also found one in Maypen. Can you imagine, Jamaica, what else is being done? The red stripe and the blue stripe was very difficult, to get. But now we're now picking up Jamaica that 3 in less than 24 hours, and you're going to say it is not a trend? 3 in less than 24 hours, and you're going to say Commissioner of Police, it's not a trend? Many. It's already a trend because you have many criminals in the JCF. Many criminals in the JCF. But you now go take away from the argument, say your police, them a kill off the Jamaican people. You know, and only not show them face. Only not show them face. Only now make the Jamaican people them see what is really happening. This is alarming, So, when me know people come at my yard now, me I go differentiate police from who are police versus who are not police. And many of your police them, where you classify as legitimate police, not for them in a scarf, wrap up them face. Allow me to tell Jamaica. It's lie me to tell many of them wrap up them face in a the mask. Tell me if it's lie me telling. Tell me if it's lie me telling Jamaica.
Andre about the fall for the red herring that Andre realized which part them said them find them in a Barbican area. The red herring that to take the focus off of the real police and move beat up the man.
Lord Jesus. Hear somebody say, Andre, a red herring, them a try deflect the argument. Lord God. You know what, student, you're so correct. You are so correct.
Police them set up criminal to do that. Police them set up criminal to do that. That's how we think.
You hear there? Red herring, so them want to take off the story of who really Do what them do to Polly Boy. Because the Polly Boy story, because in the come and investigate the Polly Boy story. So how in the come and investigate if I never police? See, Jamaica boy, these people, these, hey, them will go at any cost, you know. Real redering for true Jamaica. Real deflection, mighty God.
Ball out! Whoa, yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
Is that true? It is truly a deflection. And somebody said, Andre, is real police attacked Polly Boy. And a fake police, real police attacked Polly Boy. So when people going to say, oh, who is Polly Boy? Is one real estate developer who was attacked, accosted by some police about 2 to 3 weeks ago. So I want to know, even why are the police, when them going on raids, have on the holy mask and the scarf like them done at Taliban? That is the reality that is facing Jamaica tonight. That is the reality that is facing Jamaica tonight. But I'm going to do some fact-finding mission tonight, you know. I come share up the live, you know, because tonight we're going to go on some fact-finding mission. Yes, Jamaica. But you know, hear about the fiber optics cable. The fiber optics cable that the thieves took out from Digicel and Flow. Listen to the story, the fiber optics cable.
Scores of Digicel and Flow Tizzy today after service was disrupted for hours.
Now, in a joint statement, the telecoms providers revealed this was due to vandalism.
Describing it as an attack, Flow and Digicel say the incident affected both residential and business services for thousands of Digicel and Flow Jamaica customers.
Now, Flow and Digicel say the services have since been fully restored.
Chief Executive Officer at Digicel Jamaica, Stephen Marad, provided an update on today's incident.
I'm pleased to announce that we have restored both our mobile and fixed services to 100%. But I'm also deeply disturbed by the recent vandalism disrupting our telecommunications services. Such actions are reckless and harmful to nation building.
Now, Price is the Vice President and Country Manager of Flow Jamaica.
I'm happy to now confirm that after a morning of serious work, our team has rectified the damage and has fully restored all services that were down. As a nation, we've come to a critical juncture where we must work collaboratively to really defend our country and its citizens from senseless acts like these. As critical stakeholders in Jamaica's growth, we have to continue to invest in our network to ensure readiness for the future, and we urge all members of the public and other players to really join hands with us on this issue.
You hear there, Jamaica? You hear there? But the government had said some time ago that they were going to put laws in place for persons who stole those fiber optics cables, you know. The law The government did say last year that him go and put in and him instruct such man to do it, and nothing was done. And so the whole heap of fiber optics here, mostly people in Kingston were affected by it yesterday. Mostly persons in Kingston, Portmore, were affected by it yesterday. And here are the realities, Jamaica. Here are the realities of what has happened. But somebody said, teacher, that's an inside job. How the criminal them would know which part the cable them there? How the criminal them would know which part the cable them there? Eh? How the criminal them would know? Stop now, man. I can't take any calls, man. How the criminal them would know which part the thing there? And it happened in Portmore. It's just unfortunate what really happened to the people. Hear them say Portland too. What are those fiber optics cable the purpose of them is to connect both the internet for internet purposes, and those were affected. Yeah, significantly affected. But Jamaica, I want to turn to the substantive issue tonight. And me I tell them to call people and tell them, call the Portlanders them and all over and tell them that teacher want to discuss a serious matter tonight. I want for sure now. You hear the Jamaica National Heritage Trust came out today, and they said that the Blue Lagoon is easily accessible. I don't know if you guys saw the story about the Blue Lagoon. The Blue Lagoon has been in the news for some time now. And the Jamaica Heritage Trust came out and said that the Blue Lagoon is free for the public. But I went on a mission today to see what the situation is happening in the Blue Lagoon. Now, Jamaica, I want you to see for yourself, and then I'm going to carry in one of the persons who operates in the Blue Lagoon. Listen to this story where they talk about the parochial road versus the staircase where them come on. Listen to this story. Look at it, Jamaica.
Parochial road, this is the parish council road that comes all the way down to the Blue Lagoon. This is the road for all the people. Yes, so this is the road that is, I would say, controversial, that the mayor doesn't know who blocks off the road and who is paying the security guard. This is what is causing the
issue here.
Issue here, right? Yes.
So, but the National Heritage Trust is saying that this is free. People can enter.
Yes, people can enter from the stairs come down up there.
They can enter from the stairs up there.
Yeah. There's an entrance right up there where the people they walk, come down and go right down. That's over here. This is where the National Heritage Trust operates over here.
So you're saying that this road is a problem?
Yeah, this road is a problem. Yeah.
This road here.
Yeah, this road. Yes,
with
the road. Yes.
So the security there. So you say, right?
Yes.
So you don't know who?
Nobody knows who pays the security and who is responsible for the barrier across the road.
Oh.
Yeah, so when this question was posed to the mayor, who is responsible for the road? He does not know who pays the security guard. He does not know who put the barrier across the road.
So the barrier is an issue?
This is the issue that
Jabem is having the issue with?
Yes.
So
this is what this is in court. This is what is in court for the access.
So the access is the issue.
The access is the issue.
So security, there's no issue when people come here to enter. There's no issue here. So the entrance is up at the top. So when people want to use here though to come in, like for parking purposes or so.
see no parking.
No parking down here. So the Heritage Trust control up there, so, but somebody else control right here, so. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright, are you there? You seeing it, Jamaica? The security is saying that you can't come through this entrance. You have to use the entrance up top where the Heritage Trust comes from. So that is the issue that the raft captains and the Blue Lagoon Alliance is having the issue with. Alright, thank you. Can you bring it?
It was going to open back in June,
Mm-hmm.
2 years ago. When we have the meeting for it to, the construction of that house, Mr. Adams Short house, was in progress. So Mr. Vaz asked that the road be closed off because when this house was building, I was here and when the trucks then come in to deliver the cement and the...
Whose house?
This house is Mr. Bowman's house. But the house, when Mr. Vaz it asked for, is the time to close it off was Adams Short house was building, construction was going. And the trucks was delivering cement, block and steel and stuff. So when the truck then come in and the tourists then come, it caused a problem. So Mr. Vaz asked the meeting that I was into, said, give Adam some time until the construction is finished, that the barrier will be removed. That's what I understand from that meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And when the construction finished, now the construction is finished, the barriers are still there.
Oh, okay.
The barriers are still there. So because the construction was going on, they used this road. They said this, the public can use this entrance. So they came to agreement to use this entrance until the entrance that they make have agreement to use based upon my understanding until the construction
We're finished.
would finish. Then they would allow the public to use back their road. That's what I understand. But
And
it
from
never
that,
happened.
you have not gotten back entrance from there.
No. And being to the fact that it was coming up to a year, and you know, when a year passed and nobody said anything, that's when Jabem come in and say we can't afford to let a year come and nobody said anything else. They're gonna end up getting private. So that's when Jabem step in and they bring the matter to the court.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they're blocking off access to the beach and
To the beach and the Blue Lagoon, yes.
Exactly.
So you have an understanding of what is happening. Yes, and because of the commercial activity, no commercial activity, everybody could just come and turn back. And I mean, we the people...
Because they don't know what's going on, so they think that over the Blue Lagoon is closed.
Yeah.
So it affects you, your income.
Bring in the raft captain for me, and producer. Mighty God. Turn on your camera, Ringo. You're muted. My God, you have to see with Ringo. Ringo don't really understand the technology like that. Ringo, turn on the camera. Mighty God. Share up this live, Jamaica. Share up this live. Share up this live. Ringo, you have to turn on the camera and unmute the mic. Him don't understand. We have to see with him. Yes, Ringo. My God. See with him, Jamaica. See with him. Ringo, are you there?
Yes.
No, him not know how to do
You
this
hearing me?
thing. We're hearing it. Turn on the
I'm
camera.
here.
Turn on the camera now.
Yeah, the Jesus Christ.
All right. Ringo, you do up. See with Lord God. See with him. See with him, students.
You
Yes,
gone?
Ringo. It is on now. Lord, him turn off.
Yes, yeah, hear me?
We're
Yes.
hearing you. We're hearing you. Yes, we're hearing you now.
Yes, I'm hearing you too. I'm hearing you.
Welcome, Ringo. Why you take him off? Wow. Him have to re-enter. So you heard, can we play the rest of the videos of them talking, producer?
So they are 30, 25 years and we saw a raft and boat. Now I have a gift shop here and what they do? When people come down, they spend no time because they have no activities. So when the raft now run out, they can run up on the raft, come back, might wear sea shoes, might wear a towel, and everybody can live up and everything. So they stop it. People come here from all over Jamaica. And
Yes.
I come from Lagoon, I come from Ochi, even Mobile. They not come anymore. Because they say the place closed, so they nobody get the booking to here. So you find the place get just stand still, nobody not come. So it's bad for we here. No money we can make. It's so bad. You understand me? So right now sometimes come over here we can make a $5,000. Yeah man. So I know why somebody behind this with enough power. Because them can't run them boat now with engine more time. They tell you that come in with engine boat. And then kayak. And all them things. So nothing for we. So this is where we waste time later. What am I trying to do is they want to get fed up and left, but we're not left. So I say, boss, we're not left. They want to try to get fast straight to the left. Remember me I tell you that. Right now some people come out today. Come have a magazine filming down here today.
Yeah.
And they out in a boat, paddle boat. You understand? We can't go with paddle boat either.
Oh, so it says only a privileged set of people get the chance to go up on the boat.
Exactly. So that's go on. So brother, may I tell you, say, we have rough here, you know? We give thanks here.
All right. Yes, Ringo, good night.
Good night, Andre.
Yes, Ringo.
Good night, Andre.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're here again. Good night, my brother. Ringo,
Yes, my
what
brother.
is Blue Lagoon?
The Blue Lagoon, access to the Blue Lagoon itself is not possible to the Jamaican public for the parochial road. Access to the Blue Lagoon, you have to enter the Blue Lagoon through private property. That stairs that we went up today, that stairs come down to private property. If the owner of the property should say prevent us from entering through their private property, there will be no entrance for the Jamaican public on a whole because that's private property. The government road is there, closed off, blocked off. Yeah, the parochial road, the right entry for the people of Jamaica and the world. That property that they're going through is private property.
So the road that they must come through, which is the parochial road,
Yes,
has now become private property.
It's closed. Like the parochial road is the one that the barrier is across. The entrance down the stairs, that is the one that goes through the private property. I don't know what agreement Jamaican National Heritage Trust and the owner have, but from credible source, I understand they come to a lease. And credible information let me understand that the lease is actually at its end. So we don't know what happened next should in case the private owners say no more, no re-sign the lease.
So what
So
is it
the
really?
access to
So the access is the issue. So
access
the
is we have to the access is the issue. So the Jabem and the Blue Lagoon Alliance have come in collaboration together to fight for the access of the to the Blue Lagoon for not just the Blue Lagoon Alliance members, but the entire Jamaica and the world. Yeah.
so you're saying
As in as in the rest of the beaches that Jabem is advocating for access, like Marmy Bay, the Marley Beach, Blue Lagoon has come on the list, and many more is listed to come also. So we soon don't have any access to our public beaches here in Portland and Jamaica overall.
so them nobody can park in the area.
Yeah, no one can park in the area as used to be. People used to come down there, drive on the Paroka Road, park down there, look at the Blue Lagoon and enjoy commercial activities, which is missing from the Blue Lagoon.
So there's no commercial activities in this space.
No commercial activity at all from 2022. Yeah,
So
3 years now.
there can be no rafting.
No rafting, no boat ride, which
No.
people has been coming every day looking forward to. Because that's the only entertainment, those are the only entertainments that entertain the people when they come to the Blue Lagoon. What they are offering now is for a little swim in the Blue Lagoon, walk and take pictures. And the people are not coming to Portland for that. People want to come to Portland and enjoy the Blue Lagoon, the mineral springs, the boat ride over to the Monkey Island, which the locals cannot go presently now also to the Monkey Island. I mean, it's so devastating.
Your men used to carry the people over to Monkey Island.
Yes, rafting from the Blue Lagoon to the Monkey Island and the boat tours. What really happened, it was the only attraction that was open during the COVID years, 2019, 2020, during the COVID years. So it was the only attraction that was open. So what really happened, you got guys coming from all over, as far as Kingston, St. Mary, St. Thomas. Everybody come there to look at food and it get overrun. So we even us of the Blue Lagoon Alliance was in agreement for the road for it to be closed and reset because it was really getting out of control and we had security concern and sanitary convenient concern because there was no sanitary convenient there.
Just let me understand. So during the COVID period, that was the only attraction that was really happening in Portland.
Exactly.
So
yes.
Therefore, a lot more rafters came, a lot more boatmen came, and then it became what?
Crowded, overrun, crowded, too many people. And the state failed us as the Blue Lagoon Alliance. We were failed by the state who was there supposed to do the security work. They asked us to do everything in our power so we could be recognized as the Blue Lagoon Alliance. As you came there, you saw us in our uniform so we could be identified. When we get identified, we heard that there was no laws to persecute members on the road. But back then, in my days, I've been persecuted on that road several times for illegal vending, illegal operation.
Wow. So how many?
And then the Jamaican. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
So you said it was getting too overcrowded, and as such, it became a little bit chaotic. But you
chaotic, yes,
mhm.
without no sanitary convenience. And you can imagine when the people travel from so far, and the first thing as they land in the Blue Lagoon back then, can we use the bathroom when there was none? It was so embarrassing. I've been through that kind of experience from 2004, when the Hurricane Ivan struck the place and destroyed the attraction. From then, nothing has been restored in terms of sanitary convenience. So we were assisted by some villas, and then we started to get disrespect from the owners of the villas. They're not operating public facilities, so don't bring any people come and beg for sanitary convenience. And that type of situation lasted for another 2004 right back up till 2022 when it was closed. It went down into a very deplorable condition.
So from 2022,
So we agreed.
So from 2022,
No rafting, no boat ride. Yes. So yes. So we were promised that they would clear, hold, and reset. And during the holding period of the clearance, Jamaica National Heritage Trust facilitated us with TPDCO and trained all of my members. When training through TPDCO, we get our Team Jamaica certification, we get our tour guide certification, we get our craft vending certification. So we were well prepared. We are well preparing ourselves for the reset, and which we were told will be coming in phases. And at the time of the closure, we promised that all will be done in 6 weeks. 6 weeks turn 3 years.
So 6 weeks turn to 3 years, and nothing has happened.
3 years, yes. And nothing has happened. JNHT is just operating in the place on their own ledger with no interest for the Blue Lagoon Alliance members. We have like 14 raft captain inside of the organization, and we have fishermen inside of the organization, as you can see, and we have craftsmen also too. 14 raftmen that were also to license through the period of the holding time also too, in which for a year through Port Authority, and all those licenses has been expired without even use. So the Port Authority has promised that when the renewal will be for free.
So those raft captains are there every day and making no money.
Every day making nothing, absolutely nothing. And the rafting and the boat tour, that's what attracts the people. That's what when they come there they can stay for a couple of hours. We the craft vendors sell them the gears to go on the raft, because people want hats, they want shorts, they want water shoes, they want this type of stuff to go and enjoy the water, and we provide those. So that was a very good income for us as craft vendor also too. And at times we get people who want to go deep sea fishing, and the fishermen get some business also too, and they still provide fishing also for the community in and around, because that's a public fishing beach there at the Blue Lagoon. So all those have been deprived from the community.
So in totality now, what have the men turned to? All of those raft captains, what is their means of survival now?
Some of them have left and doing some work on the others. Some doesn't have anywhere to go, so they are just there, as you can see today, just sitting down and praying. And the thing again, though, some of those raft captains are tour guide certified also, and most of the members all the members there have been certified tour guide also too, and they sit there and watch.
So basically, you people feel oppressed. Get to the point. Work with me. You people are feeling oppressed. Nothing really happening. No income is being carried in for you people. Who is causing this problem?
The Jamaica National Heritage Trust. They are the one that responsible to resume back the commercial activities. Yeah, they are the one that is responsible return back the commercial activities.
So you're talking about
And we
your
feel very oppressed.
activities to start back again.
Yes, we are in eager for the commercial activities to start back again.
But
And it's not just like us like that.
isn't it the government that runs
I'm
the
not
environment?
hearing. Say again, I didn't hear you breaking up.
Government that runs the
Yeah.
environment trust.
Yeah, it is a government agency. It is a government agency. And I've reached out even to the Minister of Culture. I reached out to the Cliff Use program, and they reached out, and all we are getting is the peer run around from the agency, the National Heritage Trust.
So what about the
At the
member of,
resumption of the Blue Lagoon open,
what about the member of parliament?
she told me like 3 weeks ago. I saw her and in my community, because I wear more than one hats also too, as a director of the East Portland Community Football League for 20 years and the Fairhill Community Club. I saw her like 3 weeks ago, and I said I can't come to speak about community business and doesn't mention the Blue Lagoon. She said it is not her responsibility. It is the agencies down there, the TPD, the Heritage Trust. It is their responsibility. It's not hers. So don't even mention it. I was so taken aback.
That to you?
Yes. She said it's not her. Yes, it's not her responsibility. It's the agencies.
And what she also said, don't even mention it.
Yeah, don't even mention it. Don't even go there. Because we had a conversation about the community. They want to put light up in the community. I'm responsible for the club up there. So after we speak about putting lights on the playfield in Fairhill, I said we can't leave without I mentioned Blue Lagoon. What is happening to Blue Lagoon? Oh, don't mention it. Don't mention it. I'm not the one that's responsible for the Blue Lagoon. It's the agencies down there. And say again.
So that is what Anne-Marie Vaz look at you and told you. Don't even mention it.
Yes. Yes, face to face. Yes, she know that I'm speaking the truth. Yes, she told me that. Yes.
Whoa! Don't even producer
It's the
play
yeah.
the cry of the make people hear the other part of what Ringo them were saying. No, don't even mention it.
Big time, because you have boatman there, you have craftman there, you have fisherman there, and the fishing beach is down there.
Hold a second, Jamaica. Hello, good.
Hello?
Yes, good night.
Just take me off the speaker. I want to say something. I'm listening to you right now. It's the first time I'm calling you. I'm listening to you right now.
Miss, you have to turn off the thing in the background.
Oh, hold a second. What I'm saying. Yes, what I'm saying to you. Yeah, what I'm saying to you. The gentleman said that the barrier that was placed across where the building was put on, like somebody named Bowman owned the building. Is it the same person who bought the SSL building?
I'm not sure there, but is that you really cut?
Check it out. Check that line out, because he was saying Adam and he was saying Bowman. So he doesn't know who put the security around the barrier there. So you and Isaac check from that line.
Yes, dear, but send me a message about that now, please.
No, I'm not so technical, because I'm not so I'm in the bed here now. I'm listening to you, and when you said that, I said something interesting.
All right, darling. All right, I hear you. All right, darling. All right, darling, no problem. No problem. All right, thank you, my darling. Producer, there is a thing where he was speaking for 4 minutes. Play that one, about 4 minutes Ringo was talking for.
I'm a boat, I'm a license, I'm a license boat captain, I'm a coxswain license. And a boat me sail and sail Bambara and give me child university education. She a work at the United States Embassy in Washington for the Jamaica government presently right now. When Andrew Holness go America, she entertain Andrew Holness, she entertain Christopher Tufton, she entertain Ed Bartlett, and me have pictures where me can prove. Because me said, daughter, take them picture when they come. Because the amount of money me invest, me no borrow no student loan to send her to university from Boston Primary School, Teachfield High School, straight into university. And a motorboat me sail and do craft. And now she contribute back to the country. And now you come and deprive us of this kind of income. It's very terrible and wickedness. Cause 3 years now. 3 years now we sit down here, so nothing to do. Thousands of people come. Them write down about 5 million people from 3 years since this place opened. Every day they write down how much people are coming here. Millions. I mean a photograph where people come up at the gate when I send come here. When I'm a ball $90,000 by 10:30 in the morning. 90,000 we lose less or 10:30. They just like. Yeah, this is a wickedness we are going down here, so it's painful. And you see it every day. And it does affect us all also too, because when we go into the community, we spend back in the community. The people them are niggle, the driver them a call. The Ochi driver them a call. The Mobile driver them a call. Wagwan of Portland. Them wreck Portland when it comes to tourism business. The people that we expect to grow tourism in Portland and wreck tourism in Portland.
Wow.
Pure self-interest. Pure self-interest. No more lot not up on the front line. Everything sell out and gone. And them come and take the beaches now and the lagoon and push we back. When they have planned to open back the Blue Lagoon, there was no plan for us. At the last meeting we said, please, just beg a little itch because I have my goods them and I broke down my shop and I can't keep the goods them in my place no longer. So because so now open back them, I beg you to say, make me come sell a little goods and say, then give me authority to sell goods, but no refreshment. And people come on a bar say they want refreshment and the place can't run, so I beg JNHT if you're looking at the condition and give one of my members them a little tuck shop right down on the end there. So. When rain fall, I need so the guests then shelter. In a little shop right here, so I have picture when they come in and people have your shelter right in here, so 3 years now, nothing.
Wow.
When rain fall, imagine when rain fall. 2 bus load, 3 bus load of people come, nothing. Me have to push out people from underneath the tent. And we cooperate, the Blue Lagoon Alliance cooperate with Jamaica National Heritage, TPD, we then spend millions of dollars per week. TPD, we can congratulate them for that. Because all of my members who have them Team Jamaica training, me have craft vendor, have tour guide, raft captain, everybody in my organization properly trained through TPD facility through Jamaica National Heritage Trust. And sit down for all kind of certification and nothing.
Wow.
I am the one that asks to get people to work here and get people to work here, and the same people that we are work here, you see a tour guide, a bathroom them are clean. And my members and
the tour guide them a clean bathroom?
Yes. The person who a tour guide will clean the bathroom and a tour guide. I mean a licensed and trained tour guide sit down and if you look at where I go on. You then tell the people in some story about Blue Lagoon your belly cut you. Yes. Serious things. Mr. Fox says 70-year-old him and suffer.
74-year-old.
Talk the things and tell him Mr. Fox.
Play Mr. Fossa. This. Wow. The security company. Who owns the security company?
That me yet to know. I mean, that I not yet. That I don't know who owns the security company.
You don't know who owns the security company?
No, I don't know who owns the security company. To be honest, I don't know who owns the security company.
Don't even go there. So when the member of parliament said to you, don't even go there, what did you say to her, Ringo?
No, that's what I'm saying. I said I have to go there. I can't come and meet with you and don't speak about the Blue Lagoon. I have to mention it. It's like we're having a discussion pertaining to the community, but we were finished and I said that you cannot leave and I don't mention the Blue Lagoon. What is happening with the Blue Lagoon? Don't even go there. Yeah, I'm not responsible for the Blue Lagoon. It's the National Heritage Trust, both three different agencies she mentioned that is responsible for what is happening at the Blue Lagoon.
Wow. This is really...
From the closure of the Blue Lagoon and we are having our issues, she has never visited us and asked what can she do and what is happening. And her home is just at the entrance of the lagoon. Never came down once in the 3 years to see what is meeting out us, the Blue Lagoon Alliance at the Blue Lagoon. And the complaint is all over Jamaica and the entire world and never at once.
So you're talking to the nation and the world tonight, Ringo. What is your cry?
Yes.
Tell us tonight what you want to be known.
I want the resumption of the commercial activities back at Blue Lagoon, which the world, Jamaica and the world is crying for. Before the Blue Lagoon closed, rafting became this very high-profile attraction at the Blue Lagoon, one of the prettiest enterprise going around the Blue Lagoon, the rafting with the flowers on the motorboat tours, the snorkeling. The place is a sanctuary now. Fishing is not allowed, it's protected. There's a lot of turtles, a lot of sea life, and people already started to gravitate to that. It is owned and operated by the Alligator Head Foundation. So people know about what is happening down there in terms of the attraction, the rafting, the motorboat tour. That's what attract the people. So before the closure, every captain and every operator is on social media with their own space, with their own business, advertising, rafting. So it gone global. That friend go away and tell that friend about it, and they just keep coming. My friend told me that they came to the Blue Lagoon for the tours, at the bamboo rafting and the boat ride, and they had such wonderful time. And we came now, we want to do the same. Nothing, and this is something that is happening every day.
So all of those houses.
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah, as I said, just yesterday in the evening, there were about 10 persons that just leave all the way from Westmoreland that came just for bamboo rafting. We drive all the way for bamboo rafting, that we come to do. And we are so disappointed. Nothing. And Blue Lagoon is a center spot for attraction, center attraction for Portland. When the people come into Portland, they come to Blue Lagoon, they have the bamboo raft tour, they have the boat tour, enjoy Monkey Island. It's either when they leave, they go to Boston or they go Frenchman Cove and have lunch, or then they go on to Reach Fall. That's the center spot where people, when they come to Portland, Blue Lagoon is the main spot. Wow. All Jamaica listening and all Jamaicans who know and the world know about that activity at the Blue Lagoon. That's what I'm calling and pleading back to the government. Return back the commercial activities to the people. The communities in and around Blue Lagoon is suffering. The shops there don't make any money again. Rafting and boat tours are run. I have members from various communities. It's not a one community. It's not a one community organization that I head. I have members from Short Forest. I have members from Boston. I have members from Fairhill. I have members from Drapers. And all of them, when they leave in the evening, they go back to their communities and the fund turn right back into the community. They have children going to school that rely on it. I have members now that have two children into college, one at GC Foster, one at Pasley Garden Teachers College presently right now. One parent has two. Yes. And as I told you before, I'm there also too as a parent, and I have facilitated my daughter through to university without no student loan. She's working presently now for the government of Jamaica in Washington, D.C. Whenever the Prime Minister goes there, she entertains them. I send you the picture to show you my daughter alongside the Prime Minister.
Daughter's picture because I don't
And
want
when you hear when a poor man like myself here give education without student loan, I hear the student loan saga every time, and I'm happy to say that I didn't have to do that. Raft and boat tour and the craft. What I do, I show Jamaica partner because me a hustler, never have no time back then in the days if you go stand up in a long line in a bank.
Yeah.
And so me send my people to school, partner, there's a partner, there's a 3, 4, 5 different partner. I mean, have members also too who in the same position.
And all of that mash up now.
All of that mash up gone back to zero. What you see happening there, we can't pay my light bill, can't pay my water rate. And at the last moment, I had to beg for these members there that you see doing the craft. Said, please, because they wanted to open back the lagoon with no plans for the locals, nowhere for the craft vendors. And I said to them, I have my goods them. You're opening back, allow us to sell out the goods them. So that's how we reached back there. They were planning to put us in Fairy Hill up by the Ponciana Park and have shuttle service and sending out over by Folly by the craft market in Port Antonio, where people in Port Antonio is doing their own craft and they want to add us more. Want to wipe us out totally from the Blue Lagoon, spearheaded by the Jamaica National Heritage Trust.
Wow, this is really depressing, Jamaica. Look at even one of the men say even have to be hiding from him landlord. Look at him showing me Jamaica. Look at what the man. Show them Jamaica. Show the little old man.
A year and a bandit. Nothing. Grandparents to go to school. I know me what people rent me off your hide. Thank you.
Seriously.
Mighty God.
Devastating.
Show him the next part. The man show me the rent.
Every month here. I mean, I work. It's every seat I see that. See the reading.
So at 6,000 you have to pay for the little rent and you can't pay.
Sue me.
My God.
But the company is every month me have to give him 6,000.
So not even the 6,000.
6,000 sue me for. See it there? See it last we see it there with the date. I still live at the other place and I feel hide.
Help. We tear the lateral.
Yeah, that's reality.
We're tired of the labor rights. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need this. We need this. We need it. Help. Help. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength. Is a liberator. Jamaica.
Jamaica, when I saw this, when I saw the elderly man, when I saw this, it really, the man said he must pay he went to court, his landlord sued him because he owe 100,000 in rent and he cannot pay the $100,000. He cannot pay the, as soon as take the calls, Jamaica. The man saying he can't pay the 100,000. So Ringo, how to survive? How to survive?
As you can see there, I'll tell you what I'm doing there now. The craft business, hand to mouth business. Yes, and the other persons, my craft vendors, my colleagues, I do the snack around there, and a little them hustle around, just a little hustling around. Walk two people around and round when they get the chance because.
Wow. Play the next little
because
brown. Play the next little brown man. Jamaica, look at the cry of the men. Look at the cry of the people down there. Look at the cry of the people.
Right now down here, them ask a donation coming inside. And there is no activities, we can't do no rafting, we can't do no boat tour. Thousands of people come here for the week and come for rafting, especially people we carry before. And when they come from all parts over the island, all parts over the world, because we have people that come from Thailand, we have people that come all parts in Europe. And when they come, especially if we come to Rasta PMP, we go on them boat ride, they can't go on a boat ride, now no raft. We have about 80 people that go on the island now one day. These people that get them bookings that can't go on them island. So we are asked, hey, who have the upper hand for the Lego the place? Because people are dead over this. They're dead for young good, hungry, yes, so. No work. We need food. Bless up. Hope that.
Jamaica, this is
Ball out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
So Ringo, have you spoken to Mr. Buchanan?
Yes, I've spoken to Mr. Buchanan. He came there, yes, and I spoke with him and outlined the situation that we are going through, yes.
So what has Mr. Buchanan done?
Presently, he hasn't done anything as yet. He doesn't done anything as yet. He's just taking information about going and touring the constituency and getting used to and hearing the plight of his constituency, and that is one of the main one that he has come across. But haven't returned to me and said.
But the court matter, isn't he a part of the court matter?
No, not to my understanding that he came to court, but is Mr. Marcus Goff is the attorney for Jabem. But Mr. Buchanan was in court, is observing. He's not on the case.
Not on the case, but he's observing the matter.
Observing the matter, yes. Twice when we went there, he was there in court.
So,
but it's really Mr. Marcus Goff is the one.
He has been at court with you the 2 times that you have been there.
Yes, yes.
Wow. Ringo, we'll see. Oh.
And you have to just take time out to and shout out to Mr. Devon Taylor and Jabem, the Jabem group that really come to our rescue. Because if it wasn't even for Jabem, all would be lost to Jamaica, because it was on the 364th day that they filed the court case. Because if it was there for another day, if they didn't file it for another day, the whole Blue Lagoon would become private and the road would be gone. And the road would be gone. So we have to give thanks to Jabem. We collaborate now with the Blue Lagoon Alliance in fighting for the access. It reached the point that I reached out back to Jamaica National Heritage Trust, because at first I was reluctant. We, the Blue Lagoon Alliance, was reluctant to join the Jabem movement for the beach access, because we thought we were covered with underneath the Jamaica National Heritage Trust. The place was a national monument. They were our facilitators from our inception of 13 years, in which I'm the president for 13 years. So we were under the auspices of the Jamaica National Heritage Trust. So we were saying, well, they are the government agency. If there's problem issues with the road, they are the one that should be fighting for the access of the road. When Jabem reached out to us, I felt a little confused. So I reached out back to Miss Lalita Mattis. Yes, because she has been my facilitator through Jamaica National Heritage Trust when she was there at the trust, and said, I'm confused, what should I do? And she was the one advised me, said, go and join with Jabem and fight for the access, because without the access, nothing can be done. Nothing can be done going forward. The access is the most important thing presently right now for things to get back happening there at the Blue Lagoon. Because without the access of the road to the Blue Lagoon, there's nothing.
All right.
So that's how we come to collaborate.
I'm going to take a call.
Yes.
Somebody been calling me. Let me see what is the issue. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night.
Yes, good night, sir.
Everywhere there are prime properties that are being taken away from the people in great contention. There is a certain minister's last name that is called, and it's going all over the island. You have the SSL office building, which is a hot criminal property that the transfer must be revoked by the registrar of titles because it was an illegal transfer. We hear about this Millionaires Row in St. Anne on the beach, owned by SSL boss, and the same last name there in the ministry of certain government. That name is also called, and they are all over. They have spread their tentacles all over Jamaica. The people of Blue Lagoon, they have a political problem. The National Heritage Trust is run by the government, and all public facilities up there are managed by the Member of Parliament. Why is it that these Member of Parliament go to these constituencies to serve and they're ending up being prime property owners? That is the heart of corruption. They go there to serve the people, and they're ending up taking those prime properties. How did he and his wife acquire that Blue Lagoon property? I heard that certain GLP financiers are also owners of the Blue Lagoon property. So it looks, listen, everywhere these guys go and wreak havoc on the public is just a few set of people who are doing it. It's the same clan that made the Prime Minister rich, and it's the same clan that operated SSL. And it's the same set of GLP financiers who are stealing public property for their personal enrichment.
Hold on, the Ringo. Thank you for coming. I'm going to continue the advocacy.
Yes,
I don't want them say that we plan this for political gains. So we will talk again, Ringo, and I'll come and see you guys soon.
Okay, Andre, I appreciate it. Yeah, man. Respect.
What you saying now?
So I'm saying that the people, they need to vote out the MP in East Portland and West Portland because they are their stumbling blocks. They are acquiring properties for themselves, and they are bringing in their rich friends to own piece of the property.
Wow.
And it will not stop. Their intention is to permanently bar the people from having access to the beach. The rafters will no longer allow access unless the JP government is voted out of power. So they have a political problem. Can't be, man, that these guys, they think they want Jamaica, That is why they're taking away all the prime properties.
Wow.
Yes.
Caller, thank you.
Mercy at all.
Thank you for...
All over the own properties. That last name is wreaking havoc in Jamaican society.
Yes.
And that last name is also an intricate link between SSL and the Prime Minister. That last name is making trouble all over Jamaica. And it's always the poor people who are getting the hard whipping from them. You don't realize that these guys are slave masters. They are so wicked towards their constituents. You heard what the rafter said? He said that the MP said, do not touch that topic any at all. Yes, because they are protecting their interests. They don't want the normal person to have access. You heard what the gentleman said? Her property and her husband's property, and they are members of parliament, you know, who should be there serving. Their property is at the entrance of Blue Lagoon, so they make sure they took the prime piece. My God, you know how much benefits these people are getting out of politics, and poor people have zero chance. They can't survive the hospitals, don't have no equipment, no theater not working. People can't get a chance to get a good education. Nothing is working out for the average person. You have these guys going on grand embezzlement drives, and it continues. It's only a change of government can put them in check. I'm telling you, man, these people in Portland, they just need to vote them out. You can't be running around that guy and his wife. They are terrible people. They are a pain in your asses. That's why you are not being able to function as a rafter anymore.
Wow.
They are the ones putting up the roadblocks. They can't hide under the cover of the National Heritage Trust because they, as MP, they have autonomous powers there. Man, I'm telling you, man. Listen, if this was in Haiti or some other country, you know, people would go and riot, you know. There would be a revolt.
All right, caller. Thank you for that. You hear?
Okay.
Bless you, my brother. Yes, hello, good night.
Please don't put me on the speaker. But let me say this. I agree with that man. I agree with that man because Mr. Ringo, I'm listening to the program. Mr. Ringo called the man named Bowman. That same Bowman man who bought SSL and transferred it to his two children. They are the one that is them build that building, that house there, and block off the road. If the road is a public road, why the hell them block it off? It is a public road. So they have to move the barriers and move the security and allow the people. And Jamaica Heritage Trust must fix up the place and allow the small man them to benefit from the property too. This is a PNP woman talking to you, you know, strong PNP woman too. And I listen to you every night. Every night I listen to you. And I am saying, really feel very pissed about this thing. Because the same man, Baz name and Bowman name called a while ago.
All right, dear.
Make eyes that check that out. Them can't go build a house on the edge of the road and then one block off the road and block off the people who need little food. They're out of order.
All right, miss. All right.
I'm calling. You can look at the number. Call me back if you want to call me back.
All right.
I'm not so good with the technology. But
all
I listen
right.
to you every night, and you're not damn good job.
All right, darling. All right.
Check it from that.
Jesus, no problem, Lord God. Hello, good night. Hello, good night.
You hearing me?
Yes, dear.
Okay. Ask Mr. Ringo what happened 3 years ago to the movie producer. Why them locked down Blue Lagoon?
What happened to the... No, dear, Mr. Ringo is not here, so you tell me what happened to the movie producer.
The movie producer, her face get bust up by one of those motorbike business that them have on there.
So that never reported in the media?
It was never reported exactly, and the woman had to be airlifted back to Miami. Anyway, goodbye, Megan.
We don't come with the propaganda too much. Because if that was a case where the woman faced it bust up, as you say, I plant she fi come tell story, you know. Plant she fi come tell story, you know. Here, I just when you go ask and go into the details, hear about anyway she move on and run gone. Wicked and lie and treacherous. If that did happen at the Lagoon, Jamaica, you not think so you and I would have hear about it? Hello, good night.
Good night, Professor.
Yes.
Good. You know, this plundering of East Portland didn't just start overnight. They achieved their purpose by removing a certain individual as member of parliament. Well, he died as member of parliament, Linval Bloomfield, who stood in their way when he went down Winifred Beach and stood up to them, went to Blue Lagoon and stood up to them, went to the Titchfield Trust and stood up to them and said, no, you will not build your development on Titchfield Trust land. Yeah, ask the people of East Portland what is the Titchfield Trust land. In 2019, when the nonsense started at Beaches, the property beside Moon Palace, that Moon Palace was trying to acquire. I was in Jamaica at the time, and I saw Minister Vaz, and oddly, they had a coup. At first, there was a coup that was coming to go over Navy Island, right? Because let it be known, it's not just Blue Lagoon that they're interested in, you know, they're interested in the Navy Island. They had a team of divers with diving equipment. I checked their bags. I saw the equipment that they had, high-tech equipment. And when I interacted with one of the persons that was actually from Mexico, because I speak Spanish fluently, they told me they were doing checks at Navy Island to see if they can put up a property over there. So when Linval Bloomfield was removed as MP, understand that this was an orchestrated attempt to take the resources of East and West Portland. I sat as asked the question, when have you seen this administration that has been in power for 9 years, when last have they built a single NHT house in West or East Portland? No. Their interest is not to build anything for the people of East Portland. Their interest is to own prime real estate land out at Sansan. If you want even half an acre out at Sansan, you better have 500,000 US. Yeah?
Really?
You better have 500,000 US. And that is where the MP lives. The MP must now come and tell us how he acquired this land out there. Him and his wives. I'm going to leave you.
Lord God. What is this? I'm going to take a commercial break at 10 o'clock. I'm going to keep the program until 10:30 tonight. Is Dr. Taylor there? Is Dr. Taylor there? If Dr. Taylor is there, you can add him so that we can really hear what is happening. Good night, Dr. Taylor.
Greetings, Andre. Good night to all of your viewers.
Dr. Taylor, blessings, and you're from Jabem. Tonight you saw in the media that the Blue Lagoon, according to Jamaica National Heritage Trust, is open to the public. Can you give further context of what is really happening?
Yes, I surely can. I would, however, like to acknowledge Ringo, Khalid Beckford's presentation here tonight. I want to hail Colin to stand up as a leader for his people, for the Blue Lagoon Alliance, because what they are experiencing is truly economic injustice. Economic injustice with state complicity, because the Blue Lagoon is a national monument that is managed by the National Heritage Trust and so by the government of Jamaica. And so the exclusion of the Blue Lagoon Alliance from their economic, where they make their money is a direct consequence of the action of the government.
Wow.
So I am saying this about the lagoon as a monument because it's a wide area that encompasses from the tip of Alligator Head to the tip of Dragon Bay. It's a massive area that also includes Sansan Bay. and
Yes.
Sunset Beach. And Sunset Beach is private now, okay? But it's part of the national monument and it should not have been private. So what we are seeing here is the privatization of the national resources of the country and the transfer of the wealth of the country to the rich of the country. So that is what is happening, a privatization and the transfer of the resources to the oligarchs and the rich people of Jamaica. So if I put
what Ringo was expressing about the people who own all them houses along the stretch going into the Blue Lagoon, that's how it really go.
The Blue Hole Public Road is a parochial road that falls under the National Monument of Jamaica, right? That was about to be privatized. And I know this very well because I've seen it done twice in my lifetime. I've seen it done in Miami Bay, where a parochial road that leads us to the Sydney Beach, that takes us to Miami Bay Beach, that takes us to all the beaches and the rock edges in Miami Bay. That road was privatized, taken away from the parish council and transferred to private interests, and the communities in and around Miami Bay cannot access that road. So that's an example. Another example is Old Fort Bay in St. Ann again, a parochial road that was controlled by the parish council that lead us to the beaches in and around Old Fort Bay, okay, was transferred from the parish council to private interests, and the community in and around St. Ann, Steertown, Chalkhill, Airport no longer can access that road. So we've seen two privatization in my space, and what was about to happen in the Blue Lagoon is the transfer of the public parochial road to private interests in the Blue Lagoon. And so we had to step in on the last minute to file for prescriptive rights of access in the space to protect the road, right? So we do not access the Blue Lagoon, right, in the strict interest of free access. We're accessing it through permission with restriction, because as Ringo rightly says, you cannot traverse the Blue Hole Public Road that leads right into the lagoon freely. You are rerouted over a different pathway that takes you over private land, and you require permission to access the Blue Lagoon over private land. So that is not unrestricted free access. It is not. The road has been commandeered by a private security company and been paid for by private citizen, and Jabem and the Portland Environmental Action and now the Blue Lagoon Alliance for 2 years have written through access to information, to JNHT, to local government, to parish council, and no one can tell us who is it that's commandeering the road and who is it that is paying the private security. So Jamaica, Blue Lagoon access is not free. It is by permission. And that is unequivocal.
So by permission is basically by privilege.
It is by privilege. You're just given a bly to walk over this. And this is what we're contending in court, because I share with you a document that we have prepared and we have released that to the public. Yes. There are several tracks and roadways that the community in and around Fairy Hill, Zion Hill, Drapers, you name it, have been using to access the Blue Lagoon. Remember, the Blue Lagoon is very, is an historical space. All right. It is a space that is enshrined in the history of Jamaica. You know what I mean? Alex Minot Moore will have, strong history that shows you that, Nanny's boat docked in the Blue Lagoon. So we have the historical context that shows you how long we have been using it. So it's time immemorial. So we require no permission to do so. But instead, the government has changed the power structure around the Blue Lagoon, shifted that to the oligarchs and the wealth.
To date, you don't even know the name of the security company.
We do not know the name of the security company. We do not know who's paying the security company to maintain the blockage of the Blue Hole Public Parochial Road. And as my good friend Wilborn Carr said, Adopi control the road, because there was an article that came out that the mayor is saying that no Adopi story in the Blue Lagoon. Now we know that Adopi control the road, Adopi block the road, and Adopi pay if you control the road, because we do not know who is doing all of this, and nobody can tell us. And so this is fundamental reason why we need good governance in the country.
Yes.
Right? This is the reason why when the Constitution reform, we have to have strong local government, because these are the framework that our people will be able to tap into to get the answers that we want, right? And we don't have those. And so instead of what we have, some kind of posse, just grabbing all of this road, blocking it, and we have to be in court litigating on behalf of the public, to make sure that this road stay in the control of the country. Because, Andre, around the Blue Lagoon, there are more than 200 acres of land. And the government of Jamaica does not own not even a square foot of it.
So who owns that 200 acres of land?
It is all in private hands, my brother. The entire national monument, all is owned.
200 acres of land is in private entity?
Private hands. All the Heritage Trust and the government of Jamaica owns in that space is the body of water called Blue Lagoon. All right? That's what they own.
When did the private owners get access to all of this 200 acres?
It's a very interesting story, and we are researching it. We're trying to fundamentally understand how is it that all the lands in and around the Blue Lagoon, right, was transferred to private interests. Now, I should say this: the government have the power
to reverse that.
Of course, the Land Acquisition Act of 1947 allows the government to expropriate land in the interest of the public. So when they're running around and they can't find permanent home to put the Blue Lagoon Alliance to, carry out their economic activity, as eloquently as Ringo put it, they have used it not only to survive, right, but to generate income in communities, to send their families, to school. They have used it to as informal as how that space is, right? And we know how major importance is the informal economy in Jamaica. Feed the country, because the government just does not provide adequately for its people economically. So the informal economy is very important in Jamaica. And what they have done is shut down the informal economy and now causing people like Mr. Fox to be suffering at 71 years old. It's the same thing we saw in Mommy Bay. 72-year-old fisherman comes out of his boat. He's greeted by an armed guard with guns and tell him that you need to get off the beach because this land is in private hands. It's a common trend around the country because the vulnerability of our people, all right, and the rights of our people is trampled upon by the state. The state is doing great injustice to the country when it comes down to coastal space.
They say a fisherman was on the coastline and a private security guard with a gun. Just a customer man said this is private land, him have to come off.
When the community of Mommy Bay was displaced, this is the experience of members of my community.
Jamaica, let me take a commercial break, and when I come back, we continue this discussion with Dr. Taylor. Mighty God, what is happening in this country?
Say goodbye to pain. If you suffer from arthritis, sciatica, fibromyalgia, muscular, back, hip, knee, headache, and sinusitis, then Dr. Brown Arthritis Joint and Remedy Oil Pain is the answer. Listen to another satisfied customer.
Hi, I wanted to let you know that I've used this arthritis joint and remedy oil, and I tested it out with her tester a couple of times because I have a knee that's been driving me crazy. It hurts so much. And I put this on and walked around for a little bit, and I thought, okay, I'm really liking this stuff, and would absolutely recommend that you try it.
Enjoy life without the pain. It's just a rub away. Visit our website or contact us at 917-557-6204 and get this amazing remedy oil.
One Love Season to the Bone, your one-stop seasoning. Authentic Jamaican seasoning, low sodium, no MSG, all natural herbs and spices, straight out a yard, all-purpose, chicken, fish, jerk. Available at Broad Meat Food Stores, North Lauderdale, Lauderdale Lakes, Margate and Pembroke Pines, Key Food Stores, Miami and Fort Lauderdale, Bravo Supermarket, Miami, Fort Lauderdale and Palm Bay, FA&M and Price Choice, Miami, Thrifty Food Store, Palm Bay, Food Basket and DNL Supermarket, Palm Beach, Festival Margate, and available at all leading supermarkets and the Centerville Food Store, Nassau, Bahamas. Phone 561-946-9941. Email gfedllc@gmail.com. One Love Season to the Bone, your one-stop seasoning.
Yes, Jamaica, welcome back to PDTV News Jamaica. We're talking about the crisis of public access that the RAF captains and many other Jamaicans have right now with the area called Blue Lagoon, or you would have called it the Blue Hole.
Yep.
Where we are now, Jamaica, this is really, here what Jabem is saying is access is threatened. The public blue hole we would access is threatened by privatization. Why is access to the Blue Lagoon under threat when it is a national monument? So what is your cry tonight to the government of Jamaica? Because we just have to advocate. I see that you have, somebody says the Bonnie and Clyde of Portland. What is the Bonnie and Clyde of Portland?
I mean, listen, Andre, what is our cry? What is the people of Jamaica's cry? Right? We need to participate fully in the economy of Jamaica. We need a government that represent and reflect the will of the people. We need to be included in the economic engine of the country, fully included in it. We do not need any marginalization. We do not need to be disempowered, and we do not need to be excluded. And all that I'm mentioning here about disempowerment, okay, exclusion, right, is happening in the Blue Lagoon. We require permission, we require authorization to traverse private land to get to the Blue Lagoon. So that is not free access. That is access by authorization. And it is disingenuous that the Nationwide, the Observer, and the Gleaner, 3 media houses, and they did not have a conversation with us as to what is happening in the Blue Lagoon, but they're publishing that it's free to access. No, we have to go over private land.
And that's why I stopped there today to see if it was a case that people could have access. And you heard when the security said, nobody can park here, nobody can come through here. You just have to pass through, but you cannot land, you cannot park. So, me not understand.
Well, what you have to understand is that there's a registered fishing beach there, right? And they're cutting fishing out. There's no new registration of fishing there. They're not renewing their license there, so no fishing can operate. All right. All the RAF captain there are licensed, they're up to date, and they cannot venture into the Blue Lagoon. Yet still they're kayaking happening in the Blue Lagoon. They're kayaking happening in the monument. I've seen it myself. I've taken a tour. I've gone into Sansan Bay. I've seen economic activity going on there, except economic activity by the community members. All right. And Jamaicans can only go in that space 9 to 5. So they've also put a time restriction on the space. Now, we're asking the question, if the floor of the sea and the seashore is vested in the crown, and the crown supposed to be controlled by, Commissioner of Lands, controlled by the government of Jamaica, how can public spaces be privatized when you have no conversation with the people of Jamaica?
But there is an allegation that Portland Holdings owns the Blue Lagoon. Have you ever heard of that allegation?
No. And I would say they cannot own the Blue Lagoon because under Jamaican law, right, bodies of water are vested in the crown. All right. Now, you know, we are in territories right now where constitutional reform is very important, because what is vested in the crown, right, is managed by the Commissioner of Lands. The Commissioner of Lands is appointed by the Governor General, but the Commissioner of Lands is also regulated to the National Land Agency. The National Land Agency, let me finish this point, sits in the office of the Prime Minister.
Oh, Lord God.
Okay? So
wait. The Commissioner of Lands and the National Land Agency operates in the office of the Prime Minister.
Yes. So too does the beach control legislation, where the regulatory arm is the NRCA of NEPA, that also sits in the office of the Prime Minister. All right. So the power structure around coastal spaces operates outside of the office of the Prime Minister. All right. And it represents, as reported, 35% of the Jamaican economy. All right. And more than 50% of the foreign exchange is by the coastline. So pretty much Jamaican economy has shifted to a coastal economy. So the wealth of the country is largely being generated by coastal spaces. And what we see happening across the country is a privatization of coastal spaces, right? And when you privatize this, you do what? You solidify the wealth already in the oligarchs and the rich. So you're creating more inequality, which is a condition of capitalism, is inequality, concentration of wealth, and driving further the distance, if you will, between the rich and the poor, between the haves and the haves not. So you are perpetuating oppression, you're perpetuating income, inequality, and more deprivation of the Jamaican people. So there's no empowerment will reach the Jamaican people, because the economy that's driving the country, we are deprived of participating in it. This is why we don't own no hotel, we don't own massive, investment along the coast. That we don't, the Jamaican country people don't own that. And the government is not facilitating that for the people of the country.
Just a second, Dr. Taylor. Let me accommodate this call. Hello, good night, caller.
Hello, good night.
Yes, good night.
Why Jamaica people don't come out and take over their country?
Repeat that, caller.
Why Jamaican people sit down and talk every day? And why they don't come out and do the right thing and take back their country?
So
the country belongs to Jamaica. Why the people don't come and take it?
So
it belongs to the people. Every day they get up and talk, and nothing behind it.
So my question to you, caller, if there is a call to action, will you join the call to take back the country?
Long time. But nobody now do nothing. We have, you know how much people in Jamaica? And you want to tell me you can't get nobody. All of them were from partner jar and tactic and this and that and that. None of them can come out. You can't find 2,000 people in Jamaica. See? We stand up for Jamaica and say enough is enough and take it back from them. Come on, man. Come on, Andre. This is going too far. And I'm not going to wait. Jamaican people is going to wait and wait and wait until you lose everything. Everything that they're going to lose. You understand? Everything. Jamaican people is going to lose everything. Father, every day they get up and just talk, and not doing the right thing. The right thing what they have to do, they're not doing. The only thing they know to do is to hate them brother and sister, kill them one another. That is what I'm doing.
All right, mommy.
Things where they stand up and stand for and fight for.
Yes.
They're not doing it, Andre.
Yes.
And I'm so upset.
You're so upset about the situation.
Oh, God Almighty, man.
Imagine the man say owe the man 100,000 and him agree to pay $6,000.
Jamaica people is hungry. They're suffering and they're hungry. God Almighty, man. What is really going on in our country? The country was like this. And when the country reached to this,
all right, mama.
People get up.
Get up.
Nani, Tasha, God Almighty, man. What are you doing? We don't have to write it out the hand.
Yes.
Do what is right for Jamaica. Not a party, Jamaica. And you have a good night.
I hear the crying, Mama. I hear the cry. Yes, Dr. Taylor.
I mean, listen, I profoundly, hear what your caller is saying.
I hear that the security company that is operating at Blue Lagoon, their residence is in the Boundbrook area. And if anybody in the Boundbrook area know about a security company that wear purple, you can tell me some more about the security company where in the purple and black. Who would know more about that security company? And you will therefore, once we know the name of the company, we can go and do a search in what is something called? What the place called again? The company registrar. Now, sir? We will get the name of the company. And from there, Jamaica, a short will unveil. So anybody know the security company we operate in a Boundbrook? Just give me the name of the security company and we can take it from there, sir.
What is important for us to understand, right, is who is paying the security and who authorized. Because I mean, if I get up today and I put 2 barriers across Spanish Town Road, or I put a barrier, on Washington Boulevard, right? The police is going to come and remove those barriers and arrest me. Now, we have seen it now 2 years that those barriers are on a public road, right? And nothing happens, right? Those security, and we complained about it. I mean, we have spoken about it, and it does not move. So it says that there are very powerful interests that is maintaining that security post. And it must be aligned with the government, because if it was not, then the government would have removed it. And that is fundamentally, that is a level of corruption that one cannot understand.
If the government never have interest in what the security company is doing, they themselves would have removed the barrier.
They would have removed it. They would have removed it. And so while everything now that sits in the National Monument, as we said, from Alligator Head, straight over to Dragon Bay, right? It is fall under the remit of the National Heritage Trust. Now, I should let the Jamaican people know that the Heritage Act allow for the privatization of a monument. So you might hear the argument that, no, they can't privatize the Blue Lagoon. Yes, they can, because the Heritage Trust Act allows for the privatization of a monument. And that was what would have happened in the Blue Lagoon. Jabem never stepped in, right? That road would have been privatized, would have lost our prescriptive rights access to it, and we could have not stand up in court. And this is why we are in court right now, to protect that road and to protect the other tracks, because we cannot stand by and see all the privatization happening around the coastline, because it's the transfer of the wealth of the country, and that is going to drive more inequality, more economic disaster for the people of Jamaica. And so we have to stand up. And the environmental degradation is another factor. How can you have a private island that sits right off the coast of the Blue Lagoon? That's the Pelou Island, Monkey Island. It's private. It's owned by a private individual. I mean, how did that happen? Such a rich ecosystem, a delicate and biodiverse space, how did that end up in private hand? And they were projecting to build apartment building on that several years ago. I mean, that was, protested against, and it was stopped, but it's still owned by a private interest. And that island does not fall within the national monument. It's excluded because these people have not given up, on building or controlling that space. So Jamaica have to realize that we are losing access to the foreshore, to the coast. And who, feel the pain of this is just the regular Jamaican, right? The descendants of enslaved Africans who never got any internal reparation in the country, all right? Never got it, and are now being excluded. So it's basically, we own the country, but we don't own the country.
Wow. So where do we go from here, Dr. Taylor?
Well, we require, right, advocacy, we need people to get up and people to stand up. All right. And what we need people to also do, we're in an election year, right? We need people to vote on matters that are very important to them. Vote for your self-interest, right? And that is, Jabem is not a partisan movement, but Jabem knows that the solution to the problem that is facing the country is going to require a political solution to changing laws and policy around Beach Control Act, around privatization of resources, access to the resources of the country, opportunities for rank and file Jamaican. It's going to require changing policy, changing governance framework of the country. We really need constitutional reform. We need a strong local government, bottom-up approaches, empowerment of local communities, and those require real fundamental change, and those sits within the political framework of the country. So when you go out to vote, you make sure that you're voting for people who can create these changes and realize your dreams and realize, your potential, that you could really go out there, and when you work, you see your work and you're protected. And so politically, we have to vote. And I encourage every Jamaicans across the country to get involved in it. That is what is going to change it. We are bringing this message to you, highlighting to you about the resources of the country, or it's been transferred out, and the way we can stop it is to engage the political class, to say enough is enough. We need to stop this, and we need to empower the Jamaican people. But as one of your callers says, we have had several protests across Jamaica. They have been successful by protests in Jamaica. But yes, we don't have 2,000 people showing up. We don't have 3,000 people showing up. And when the people start showing up in these kind of movement, then the political class start paying attention. Because right now we give them a free run. They can do whatever they want to do. And this is why we're in the state, because we are not paying attention to our own situation. We have become so insular, just think about ourselves, and then the collective solidarity that we, the people, must express among ourselves to bring about the fundamental changes that we need for the country. It's not happening because we're not united. And we need to unite in order to drive fundamental change in the country. We have to rise up. We need a revolution in the country, a revolution of ideas, a revolution as to how we, the people, work together to protect ourselves, because we are losing right now, and we have to stand up. We have to stand up for the Blue Lagoon Alliance. Their economics have been destroyed. Their trust have been broken by the very same people who are supposed to protect them, and they're left on their own. That's why Jabem have to stand with them, and we are in collaboration. We're in collaboration. Rastafari community at Bob Marley Beach. We're in collaboration with State-owned community organization in Miami Bay. We're in collaboration with the brethren from Little Duns River, and we are in collaboration, with all the fishing spaces across the country. We're now in collaboration with Greenwich Farm Fishing Village. We're in collaboration with Pudgy. We're in collaboration in Flankers. We're in collaboration across the island to protect these resources. So Jamaica need to understand, don't sit down, get involved. You have the power. You have the power. It's one vote per person. You can do it. Okay, and join the movement, join Jabem. We're doing good work across the country, and we just need you to join up.
That's where Dr. Taylor leaves us tonight. That is where Dr. Taylor leaves us tonight, Jamaica. But thank you, Dr. Taylor. We'll keep the conversation moving. We'll keep the conversation moving. We will get more persons aware and alerted to really what is happening on the coastlines of Jamaica. So thank you for joining us now. I'm going to be taking some calls and see if I can end the program at 11 o'clock. But thank you for coming to me.
Give thanks for the opportunity. Cool.
My only number that is working tonight is the 865-4587. I don't have 995 number with me. I don't have the 995 number, but if you listen to the cry of Ringo, you listen to the cry of all the men in the Blue Lagoon. It is really sad. Remember to bless up the super chat students. Bless up, like up the show. Can we like up the show tonight? Hello, good night.
Good night, Professor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, me voted. I'm 52-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
When I was 18, I voted. When I voted, Ninja Man came out with this song that we're living on free food ticket.
Yes.
That a money we have nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Me feel when I'm a past life, Professor, is a radical warrior.
Mm-hmm.
When my band, my mother called me Zina. Every time he's a warrior.
Yes.
You know, we can talk to me one time.
Mm-hmm.
Because me, I tell you, Professor, me feeling me that make the whole of them miss. I don't care that who. You stop my food. Get my thing with them hungry.
Mm-hmm.
That spread out of my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You see the time maroon. Them people that are maroon.
Oh, Lord.
You dig some hole and make some of them we want drop in like for some pagan. Go back in the days. So, Professor, true, me know what? We can't talk what we want, you know.
Nobody carry this, so.
Professor, but I go. You know, sister, the big man never get everything and we but that's why I get the crumbs.
The people crying, you know. You hear the old man, the 71-year-old.
I talk to the little old man. When we are listening, we ask about the little old man can't pay rent.
Mm-hmm.
Professor, I want to come out of the eye. We don't like politics. We don't still. You have switch black sheep and monkey, so we don't like none of them.
Mm-hmm.
But Isaac, come and make me have a change of heart. You know why?
Mm-hmm.
Me feel that when anything inside my what that thing do.
Yes.
Professor, me feel like me that keep on big. You saw the whole of them gather up all the 1 year, yeah? I just tell Professor, you don't know me Bex, you know.
All right, calm down.
We keep this that man, the people that are hungry. You take away them little food, you take away every little thing from them.
Mm-hmm.
One more. And one set of people are rich. You and your wife take over everything on the name calling a count of the bigger boss. What them should have done to myself, Blue Lagoon? Come to the people of the Blue Lagoon and say so. We ever sell the land. All of them come together. Sell this, sell that, and make we buy the little piece. So people they would have won them one piece of the soil. You yourself up on market, boy, we are 20-year-old. We can have a crutching thinking ass good. How much acre? But I want something come. All of them will catch up on the edge of it. We are take seaside border. To feed them, all of them to go down in the sea.
All right, my dear.
All of them will generation to get cursed.
All right,
There was a wicked set of people.
All right, my dear. Thank you for your contribution tonight. You hear?
All right, Professor. I love you, you know.
Yes. Yes. Hello. Good night. Hello. Good night.
Good night, Pops. Good night, everyone. Good night. Andre, I tell you, I feel, you saw the woman I cry, I saw me I cry for the little old man, want to share the receipt or the rent to him going on. I tell you, you know, the people them need to come out and stand up for them right, you know, because your near Vaz wife house there to the Blue Lagoon, and them want to take over the Blue Lagoon, or them for block off the road and put barrier in the road where people for drive pan and go through. The people them not sit down too long, 3 years on the sit down and make them a deal with them, so. The man who said the wife, I go say to him, say, yo, nobody talk about that. Oh, you mean the man of talk about that? You are the member of parliament, and you will vote for, you will put in, say any problem, and you will come to. Oh, you tell us we're not mention nothing about that. Andre, oh, she would tell the man, say, can't enough mention about where my tell her the interest of the people. Eh?
I think that was very insensitive. Very.
Everything that's bad. The man, all a man, it is called shit. My name of a girl is called mad girl. I know, because it's a mad girl. They put this mad girl in a parliament, but she MP, not to say she mad.
No, but that me not go descend to that about mad girl, mama son. No.
She mad. You know, so she mad and I go on. You know, so she go on. But see, if I want to see about Shara, I feel like running, jumping, like she tease people, like you know, she said the people are not love for poor people. And the whole of the people don't sit down and make them destroy them livelihood because of them, because of what them feel like.
Yeah, but nobody descend to the argument about mad girl. We not go descend this up. Me no no upset. Me not.
The people that upset with spirit. Sometimes we talk, them going to parliament, them never know where to come at them when them not do the right thing. And only for black clash are going to come at them, and all type of disrespect. Some of them are going to get because them don't respect people and human life, how old people for live. Eh? They look at old man, you know, where how you going to manage now?
And that's why I say all of those people who are talking and who have concern. Remember, on Sunday, ISAT meets with Ralph Gonzalez and Mark Golding to speak about the interest of East Portland. And tourism is a big part.
Come out in them 100
tourism
and them 1,000.
is a big part
come
of.
out in them 1,000 and show them a warning and say, yo, enough is enough. We can't afford for the husband and wife take over Portland. You hear what the man mentions as vast land? You hear what I'm saying? And it just show you know some fisheries are really them. Because the name where the people them are talking about, it come up in the SSL where them lock off the road and stuff. So the same daughter-in-law, father, and all of them are friend and company business. Them they with poor people and left poor people for suffer, you know. You understand? And then left the youth them for go road, but no things that them not for do. And then them send them police friend them for come analyze the people that pick because if you have a life, look at make you look money for your raft. And them take with that family. What you expect a man for go do? Don't forget thief and do things that them never want to do because they take with them livelihood.
Yes.
The man said never owe student loan at the same rafting center in Pinnacle University.
And his daughter is doing well. His daughter is doing well in the.
If you see. Minister himself owe student loan and the man never pay not own a student loan and work and send him partner because that will live off a partner. We don't know about bank book. You understand? And the man have him look alive and take it from the man and respect of his daughter work in the country. For represent Jamaica and so to deal with our father. Plus, he said the people don't have no respect for people.
I feel it for them, man. Producer, play back the part with the little old man. Play back the part with the little old man.
I give me that call earlier, I don't know, Andrea. So I wonder if you could do a little thing, probably another week, and make we donate.
Make me finish off this week, and we see we can do film next week. All right, because the little old man really that's.
Need the help, and we don't want them the next landlord can go court. We don't want clear that bill for him, and then make him pay that rent.
But if you know something about this, if you know something about these men, you know them telling Andrea, we don't want to handout, you know, we really want them set them, but even if, as you said, still help him to just clear up that backlog. Because me I tell you, so when you see the man himself, Mr. Stevens. Me hungry, me really hungry bad because nothing not there. Me couldn't even when he must say them something. Me say Jesus, me say tears come on my eye to see them. Where they see the man them they and all of them the few people just pass them because them know so them can't do the rafting and them can't do the boat ride. The man them boat pack up on the shore right there and them can't use it.
So why them can't go up on the boat?
Them say no commercial activity must be involved in the lagoon. So the man them can't do no rafting, them can't do the.
You think say Ringo no way mado? You Ringo say fed up them one them fed up. I fed up them one them fed up for them come off for the property. I make it then give them it now and take with them activity so them stay there and fed up. Ringo no sit down there till sun come burn no rain fall and wet no don't move and fight because we're not gonna get back we're not gonna get it back, you know, all them have to do as well doctor say is a make a X and make a X for what you want and not for them. For see what them up to. Them see what them up to. So the only change them can change is make a change and get eyes are broken and the chance for come make a difference to them because when him stand up and say him a do, and him a stand up for you, him a stand up for you in a court or if a court them a carry no go we have a carry them go a court because they whether or not fit them, I go come back to the people them a Portland so they better come out in 100. You see them analyze the local youth, me I watch you when I tell them analyze the local youth, the vendor, because I'm an activist and them know him. And then same one said man to analyze him and them know powerful him is in a car. So them do you know. Anybody them know who powerful in a politics and where people we hear to and listen to and them go get them out from
Well, I don't
so
know. I really don't know.
And them, I must be them anywhere them find the car, anywhere on the chase it, anywhere chase from you know them. And you gonna hear about it. Just like how them they kill Mr. Bloomfield, the big man of the PMP man. I saw them stay, them are wicked and them are corruption, the vast them are corruption and them are mash up Jamaica. Them are thief and criminal. Cause them one SSL, so them are the number one criminal, them are Andrew Holness. Them for come down. The people them for come out now and start demonstrate. And it's about the police. Because come and be like it too. And what them can do, we can do too.
All right.
Them, man, them too wicked to poor people, man.
All right,
But
Mama San.
by next week, as well you say, I done this thing. Next week, we'll see what we can do for that man. And make him get the look of money for pay off the rent. Because we have to help our brother. We can't left him so. He go an old man that, you know.
Wow. All right, Mama San. We see what we can do. Boy, it's too much. Jamaica, it is too much. A lot of people are in tears tonight. Let me say a lot of people are in tears tonight. A lot of people. And the views expressed by Mama San are not the views of Andre Stevens. The views expressed by Mama San is not the views of Andre Stevens. So me no want nobody go say, me did say, cause you know them love to argue and say Andre say and all when Andre no say. No, this is just too much. When I say Jamaica, this is just too much. Hello, good night.
Hello, Andre, good night.
Yes, good night, caller.
Andre, East Portland never used to be like that. Portland and a whole. It since Vars come to Portland. Vars use bullyism, threaten people, threaten the government anytime it was near election. And him running money and fairy ill past and drapers, dope people. They need to stop being dieted labor right. They need to run with them. You understand? Vars come and just take over every land. You know what I'm saying? It just need 5 more years. 5 more years seeking children and grandchildren. The last election, Vars company here, 9 o'clock at night, in my polling station open. That never used to happen.
9 o'clock.
Wreck Portland City man in money friend them. And they need to wise up and vote their ass back, send them back to Kingston.
All right, my darling. I hear you loud and clear. Me tell you, Jamaica, that it's too much. It's just too much. Let me say Jamaica, it is just too much. Hello, good night. Hello.
Hello.
Good
Is
night.
this Andre Stevens?
Yes, it is.
Andre Stevens, oh boy.
Miss, can you respectfully turn off the thing in the background?
Yes. I'm really, that's to call you. I trust me. That whole man is cramp my belly. My belly move.
Mm-hmm.
My belly move to the poor little old man. Trust me. Portland people, may I ask, may I beg, do get rid of them people there. Don't be licky. Don't be licky. God, no. With tears. We have tears. Tears, Andre. We have tears. Let me look at the poor old man. Tears. Andre Holness, these tears not going to go in vain. Trust me, Andre. We have to do something. We have to. I am not in Jamaica, but we have to do something. God Almighty, know. God up at heaven, see and know. Trust me.
Producer, can you play the thing? Let the people see the elderly man.
We have to hang on to a country. Oh, Andre Holness, listen to the national anthem. Oh, him sing it. Oh, him sing it, Andre. Can you imagine that? Oh, him sing that. Trust me. Jamaica. Trust me. We sinking. We are sink, Andre. We are sink.
All right, dear. Keep
Uncle
hold
God
straight.
alone can't hold we up.
Hold straight.
Trust me. No, man. This hurt my belly.
Jamaica, I don't think I can do anymore. I don't.
A year we under bandit. Nothing. Grandpit to go to school. I know me what people rent me off your hide. Thank you.
Seriously.
Mighty God.
Devastating.
Every month here. I mean, I work.
See,
That receipt, I see that.
Condition they have to go through.
See the reading.
So, 6,000 you have to pay for the little rent and you
The
can't
man
pay.
sue me.
My
But the
God.
company is every month me have to give him 6,000.
So not even the 6,000.
6,000 he sue me for. See it there? See the last receipt there with the date. I still live at the other place and I feel hide.
I'm a do boat because I'm a license, I'm a license boat captain, I'm a accident license. And I boat me sail and sail Bambara and give me child university education. She a work at the United States Embassy in Washington for the Jamaica government presently right now. When Andre Holness go America, she entertain Andre Holness, she entertain Christopher Tufton, she entertain Ed Bartlett, and I have pictures where I can prove because me said, daughter, take them picture when they come because the amount of money I invest, me no borrow no student loan for send her to university from Boston Primary School, Teachfield High School, straight into university. And a motorboat me sail and do craft. And now she contribute back to the country. And now you come and deprive us of this kind of income. It's very terrible and wickedness because 3 years now. 3 years now we sit down here, so nothing to do. Thousands of people come. Them write down about 5 million people from 3 years since this place opened. Every day they write down how much people are coming here. Millions. I mean, I photograph them where people come up at the gate when I send come here. When I'm a ball, $90,000 by 10:30 in the morning. 90,000, we lose less of 10:30. They just like. Yeah, this is a wickedness we are going down here, so it's painful. And you see it every day. And it does affect us all also too, because when we go in the community, we spend back in the community. The people them are niggle, the driver them a call. The OT driver them a call. The mobile driver them a call. Wagwana Portland. Them wreck Portland when it comes to tourism business. The people that we expect to grow tourism in Portland and wreck tourism in Portland.
Wow.
Pure self-interest. Pure self-interest. No more lot not on the front line. Everything sell out and gone. And then come and take the beaches now and the lagoon and push we back. When they plan to open back the Blue Lagoon, there was no plan for us. At the last meeting we said, please, Just beg a little itch because I have my goods them and I broke down my shop and I can't keep the goods them in my place no longer. So because you know, so now I open back them, bro, I beg you say, make me come sell a little goods and say, then give me authority to sell goods, but no refreshment. People come on a bar, so they want refreshment, and the place can't run. So I beg JNHT, so if you're looking at the condition, and give one of my members them a little tuck shop right down on the end there, so. When rain fall, I so the guests then shelter. In a little shop right here, so me have people they come in and people have your shelter right in here, so 3 years now, nothing.
Wow.
When rain fall, imagine when rain fall. 2 bus load, 3 bus load of people come, nothing. Me have to push out people from underneath the tent. And we cooperate, the Blue Lagoon Alliance cooperate with Jamaica National Heritage Church, TPD, we then spend millions of dollars per week. TPD, we can congratulate them for that. Because all of my members who have them Team Jamaica training, me have craft vendor, I have tour guide, raft captain, everybody in my organization properly trained through TPD, facilitated through Jamaica National Heritage Trust. And sit down for all kind of certification and nothing.
Wow.
I am the one that asks to get people to work here and get people to work here, and the same people when we work here, you see a tour guide, a bathroom them are clean. And my members and sit
The
down.
tour guide them a clean bathroom?
Yes. The person who a tour guide will clean the bathroom and a tour guide. I mean a licensed and trained tour guide sit down and have a look at where I go on. You then tell the people and some story about Blue Lagoon, your belly cut you. Yes. Serious things. Mr. Fox is 70-year-old, him and suffer.
74-year-old.
Talk the things and tell him.
Wow. You have heard the cries tonight, Jamaica, of the raft captains, the tour guides, the fishermen. You have heard the cry of them. Jamaica, it's too much. It is too much. Think about that tonight. Hello, good night.
Good night.
Yes, good night, caller.
How are you?
Yes, how can I help you?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, what is the question?
What's the relationship between you and Isaac Buchanan?
What is the relationship between me and Isaac Buchanan?
Yes.
A friend and a confidant, a political brother. What's the relevance of that question?
Okay, the third term is loading.
Oh, the third term is loading. You're really a troublemaker and a demon sent from hell.
So you can leave Andrew alone.
So you hear the propaganda and the line of argument now. Yes, hello, good night.
Andre.
Yes, good night.
Hello?
Yes.
You hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
All right. I'm from Portland. Yeah, I'm from Portland. 1980, when the first tourist boat come to Portland, 1980. The first tourist boat came to Portland.
Yes.
1980, Tony Abrams take tourism from Portland and carry Trelawney. And right there, so after Tony Abrams dismantled tourism at Portland completely, tourism in destroyed. Then listening to my cousin Ringo now, and here we then do with Blue Hole. Told me to call you because say I cannot understand how East Portland people don't know their own history and still vote for the JLP government.
Okay.
Tourism is Port Antonio give birth to tourism. And when I look and see the MP, I run up and down like them pepper tail. I talk about whatever. But I don't remember the song which they are sing. Not even attraction of that in sport and again. Because only a few people know that there's a cave in Nansot.
Okay.
There's a cave in Nansot. Miss Errol Flynn Estate a tourism attraction, and because Tony Abrams took away the tourism from Portland, all of that gone. So there's nothing there to entertain tourists no more. And now they want to take the only thing we left the Blue Lagoon.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Boy, may I tell you, I want to see how them people that go voting at the next election, trust me. And that's all me have to say. They need to go back in history and see what JLP do to Portland.
All right, my dear. Thank you for the history tonight.
All right.
It's just too much. It's just too much. Hello, good night.
Good night, Andre.
Yes, quickly for me, please.
That woman that called in a while ago.
I'm not entertaining that call, lady. You hear?
Yes, it's not an ambition.
Yeah, but I'm not entertaining that, all right?
Oh, crashes. Then they have no ambition.
God bless you.
Like them Prime Minister.
Remember, students that may cook tomorrow, I want you for support. You say, like, I want to support watching my program. I want you to support my oxtail tomorrow. I want you to support my fried chicken, my coconut pumpkin fish, silent. You know, want coconut pumpkin fish, you can get the nice fish, all of them something there. Tomorrow, I have chicken foot soup and all of them something there. So, I hope and pray, like, you see, if me did I get support, like, me get support for watching the program, if me I get that support at daytime, I would be so good to keep things going. So may I ask people who are interested in getting the menu, you can send me a WhatsApp for tomorrow lunch menu and send it equally for Friday lunch menu. I'm looking forward for the support. Remember, I don't cook today, students. So I have Thursday and Friday. So I'm looking forward to getting your support. People in the diaspora can also send the support if you want, etc., etc. But I really appreciate everybody. That's where I'll end the program for tonight. Very exhausted. But how am I going to cook? I'll be cooking. You don't worry about that part. All right? God bless you and see you all tomorrow. God bless you and see you all tomorrow at 1 p.m. Good night. Good night. Good night now.